Hello, welcome to Newsflash Africa, the best place to get Africa-related content. In today's news,
the Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Jamaatu Nasril Islam Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar III has condemned the incessant killings by Boko Haram insurgents and bandits across the country. Abubakar, who is the leader of the Nigerian Muslims, said the issue of insecurity in this country, especially in the north, should give the government sleepless nights. The Sultan, who spoke through the JNI Secretary General Dr. Khalid Abubakar Aliyu in a statement, urged the military to do more to bring an end to the menace of insecurity in the country. The statement reads, the repeated massacre of people as well as the senseless burning of houses and livestock in Borno, Katsina, Sokoto, Zamfara and Niger states, and indeed other states of the country such as Adamawa, Kaduna and Taraba, should give the governments and its functionaries sleepless nights. By now, an instantaneous pronouncement followed by robust actions should have been made by the government of the day, not verbal warnings and condemnation dished out to the perpetrators of the murderous acts. As stakeholders, we strongly believe that the repeated killings are blameworthy and no one found culpable in the gross act of negligence should be spared. In all honesty, all erring personnel would have been dealt with decisively by now, or they themselves should have resigned, as it is oftentimes seen in other countries. The most pathetic of all the incidences were even that the normal administrative panels of inquiries are not even considered, not to talk of all the thorough investigative panel where at least citizens would appear and ventilate their feelings. Isn't the government of the day a popular government? Isn't it a participatory government? Why doesn't the public opinion matter to it? Or isn't the public opinion considered an ingredient to the government of the day? The JNI also queried the sincerity of the armed forces' fight against insecurity, just as it alluded to rumors making rounds that the security operatives do not want the war of Boko Haram to end because of the lucrative benefits they allegedly derive therefrom. Wow. Make no mistake, insecurity found in the northern states and some of the northern central states are more or less an extension of Boko Haram. Take for instance the person, one of the gang leaders responsible for terrorizing neighboring communities in the forests of Katsina and Zamfara axis, called the Kachala, which is of course one tragedy, one too many for Nigeria. We will therefore continue to ask questions about how the perpetrators been able to gain access to such successful means to penetrate and commit such heinous crimes unabated. How have the perpetrators been able to access weapons despite the Nigerians' borders being closed? Some will argue that it isn't lethal, such as bombings. Then if so, where is the humanity in us? As you cannot claim to be a man of faith without having a feeling of humanity in you. We ask again, aren't the security operatives conversant with Sun Tzu, 5 types of spies in his Arts of War, Local, Inside, Double, Doomed and Surviving? Well, it seems finally the Sultan of Sokoto has finally taken notes of the killings that are happening in his territory. Anybody looking at this whole situation know that this is a clear political ploy by the Buhari administration, because I remember back when the Niger Delta agitation restarted, we saw how swift the Buhari administration was to send army forces down to Niger Delta region in order to curtail whatever the agitators were doing. But surprisingly now, they are keeping very, very silent and being very, very mute. When the Niger Delta agitators, they were agitating loudly, they didn't just make declarations, they didn't just make statements, they actually sent forces down to the Niger Delta region. No such thing is being done for the northern states right now. They're just allowing rampant killing, bandits attacking communities, and they're calling them bandits. But they know that in some form or way they are connected to Boko Haram, because these people cannot just spring out of nowhere. In some form or way they are connected to Boko Haram, but they don't want to admit it, because they are the same people that say that Boko Haram has been they are done, they are finished. Was it not the chief of the army staff was saying that that the Boko Haram remnants are very, very small groups and cells that are remaining, that the main body has been destroyed? If the main body is destroyed, then who are these bandits? How are these bandits able to get weapons? They are the same people that say that the Nigerian border is closed, the northern border is closed, but suddenly bandits are able to attack all these northern communities with weapons. Where are they getting these weapons from? These weapons don't grow on trees. How are they getting them? Nobody is asking all these things. Nobody is questioning all these things. And we can clearly see the government's intent behind all this. Because the only thing they came out at most to do is come and make declarations or make statements that they are not happy with the king. That is it. Has there been any effort to send armed forces straight to those places that those bandits are attacking and see what's going on? No, we don't hear such. And to make matter worse, many Nigerians don't even trust the Sultan of Sokoto because many already believe that he's the one of the key sponsors of all this headsmen violence. But to me, it's really surprising. It is really surprising how people are being killed day in, day out. And then what do we hear from the government about it? But when the Niger Delta agitators came out and started protesting that they are not enjoying their fair share of what they are putting and giving onto the country due to their oil-rich states. So therefore, since the government knew that whatever actions those agitators may take might impact the oil revenue that is coming from the south, they took immediate action. They didn't waste any time. Immediate action to send military forces down there to bring the whole situation under control. But now, what is being done for the north? Nothing. What is being done? And then concerned groups that have been protesting, that have been coming out and speaking out against the government, telling them to step up and actually do their job vested on them by the constitution. Their leaders are being arrested. That goes to show in what a funny country we live in. People that are protesting, people that their lives are put in danger day in, day out on a daily basis by these bandits are being arrested by the security forces that are supposed to protect them from those bandits. If the security forces had done their jobs, would they need to be arrested? Would they need to arrest the protesters? I mean, what is the meaning of this? What is really the meaning of this? Our infrastructure is nothing to write home about. Electricity, we are not even going to enter that discussion. Our oil production is another matter entirely. Our school and our educational sector and also the health sector, both of them in shambles. Then tell me, what is truly their job? What is truly their job? Infrastructure they cannot build. Maintain, they cannot maintain. Do administrative work properly, they can't. What is their job? To manage a whole country, they cannot. What is their job? And this whole corona lockdown exposed them. Every single country that issued a corona lockdown found a way to compensate their citizens due to that inactivity, due to that disability of them to go out and work and then fend for themselves. Most of these countries provided some form of sustenance to their citizens. What has Nigeria done? We have seen videos spread all over the internet of the so-called efforts some local governments have done to be giving bread per household, bread, when the average Nigerian is out there on the streets surviving with less than $2 a day. Please, I would love to know what is truly their job. What are they really doing? What is so hard in you securing your borders? If they want to claim that these people that are attacking are not Nigerians, where are they coming from? They are not appearing out of thin air. They are passing through certain borders. Those are the same borders that you see they are closed. Those are the same borders you see they are closed. They are closed, but bandits are passing. Bandits have guns. They have all these guns to be attacking all these communities. Where are they getting them from? Nobody is asking all these questions. And definitely this leads credence to all the rumors out there saying that the army is benefiting from all these bandits. Well, of course, because nobody is raising any concern about it. Nobody. I mean, when I mean nobody, I mean the government. I'm talking about the government. What steps have the government actually done apart from offering condemnation? What are these bandits going to use your condemnation to do? As if it affects them. As if it's going to make them to think twice before they attack on that community. What will condemnation do when they know you're not going to do anything about it, when you're not going to back it up? Bandits are being allowed to go around and kill, while the protesters that are protesting against all these things are being arrested. To protect your own citizens, you cannot. Give them electricity, you cannot. Give them infrastructure, you cannot. Give them education, you cannot. Give them health, you can't. Provide some form of assistance, government assistance or stipend that you can give during this coronavirus lockdown. They can't. What is really their job? What are they doing there? Why are we paying them millions of naira every single month? For what? How are we getting any result back from it? It is truly painful to see our country fall to such conditions. It is truly painful. Well, those are my personal thoughts on the matter. Please, if you do have any comments, drop them down. Please like the video and also share with loved ones. And also do join me for future content.
you.